Oh, is it Go Potato Squad? It is your boy Lazy with a fresh new top 5 miners I have a video today. The top 5 most hated reborn items all miners have. So at number 5 we got the timeless enhancement, and this item, it is just terrible. It is just a crappy furnace because folks, the timeless enhancement will work terrible with a decent setup. So how this furnace works is with every upgrader, the upgrades of the timeless enhancements will go down. So for example, if you only use just the mine without any upgraders, it will give you a grade multiplier. There you go, it will give you a grade multiplier. But how more upgraders you use, how worse the upgrade of the timeless enhancement will be. So at one point, if you get like 100 upgraders, it sounds like a lot, 100, but if you use already like a big blast loop or something like that, the timeless enhancement, it will be useless. It will be trash. It is just a terrible item for any loop. It is just a nightmare if you are using a loop. Yeah, this item is a nightmare. If you got like a bigger setup, this item is a nightmare. It will only help if you only got a couple upgraders in your setup or whatever. Else is the timeless enhancement, it will be terrible. It will be like horrible. And also, oh boy, and also the timeless, and it also requires life 10 and rarity 7. So this is a little bit weird. It's already a terrible item, and Baressa made it life 10. You gotta be like life 10. So if it was life 0, you could maybe use it in the beginning to farm some money, just to get started on your first, second, third life, you know. But you need to be at least life 10, and then you're not gonna use it anymore because you can use maybe the big blast loop. You got already a little bit longer setup because you need more money. And also rarity 7, it means it's pretty rare, but it is a terrible item. The timeless enhancement, it is the number 5 most hated item all miners have. And I also want to say real quickly that I didn't choose those items. I made a straw poll and people could vote what item they hated the most. So on number 4 we got the solar flare, folks. We got the solar flare. The rarity, it is extremely easy to get, and this one is also life 10. But the problem with this item is it just got a terrible, like, you know, it doesn't require anything weird. It works with long setups. Everything works with it. You don't have to power it or something. But the problem is it just got a terrible multiplier. That's it, folks. It got a terrible multiplier of 25. And at night, it may fluctuate a little bit, but the average is still 25. So, but at daylight, it will multiply by 25, and at night between 0. Yeah, you heard it right, between 0 and 50. So the problem of the solar flare is that it's just a terrible furnace. It is just horrible to use. Like, pick a furnace and it will probably be better than this crappy item. Well, not the timeless enhancement, but like this gotta be like one of the worst furnaces there is on miner 7, and nobody's using it for a good reason. 25, like any furnace, pick any reborn furnace and you will have a better one. Even in Frozen Justice, it will have a higher multiplier if you put the ores on fire. The dark magic, higher multiplier, all you gotta do is click. It just, the multiplier, it is so low. I hate this item. It's so bad. It's like, if it's not a miner 7, nobody would miss it. Like, if it would be gone from the game tomorrow, nobody's even gonna realize. Everybody's just gonna live their life. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, whoa, where did the solar flare go? Because nobody will miss it. It's a terrible item. Nobody's using it. It's just crap. It's trash. Okay, that's number 4 on the most hated item. So at number 3, we got the Scorpium Mine. Yep, that's right. People hate the Scorpium Mine even more than the solar flare. I cannot believe it, but it's true. So what the problem is with the Scorpium Mine is that it just the ores, they are terrible. You can say whatever you want about Scorpium Mine, but the ores, they're just horrible. They are just horrible. And not only that, look at this. You gotta be at least life 20. So by the time you're life 20, you're never ever gonna use the Scorpium Mine. Maybe it's a good thing that it's actually life 20 plus, because even if you get it on your first rebirth, you just don't want to get this item. Look at this. The ores are worth millions. And yeah, of course, there's like this thing that every second the ore will go a little bit higher. But this is going at a such slow rate. Before it hits 1 million, before it hits 1 billion, yeah, 10 minutes already have passed. It is just terrible, and even that would be terrible. Like, if you got the atomium, of course, this one is like 50, but if you got the atomium, here we go, let's spot another one right over. If you look at it, we get straight away 16 billion, 20 billion, whatever billion. If you got the breach loader, 200 billion. Like, even the Yonium is giving better ores. There we go, we got a Yonium. Let's place it over there. Oh boy, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. As you can see, even the Yonium is giving better ores. It is terrible. It is just a horrible item, this Scorpium Mine. I don't know why it's even on. And besides that, okay, the ores are, of course, a little bit low. But you could say, well, Laser, look, they're already almost 300 million. Well, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. You know, I just put it on my nature script. And low life, I'll get some money. But here's the real deal. You won't get any money. It doesn't work on sales. Can you believe it? Like, even this trashy mine, this terrible, horrible, low-life mine with no good ores, the ores, they don't even work on sales. I don't even know. Baressa, why didn't you make it at least so they would work on sales? Like, come on. I understand that this item is the third most hated item on Miner 7. I couldn't agree more. The Scorpium Mine. So the second most hated item is the Ancient Temple, folks. And this item, it's pretty familiar on our top hated list, top trash item list, top any kind of items with terrible stuff. It malfunctioned all the way. It's just terrible. Like, when it came out, it used to be good because it broke. And your high money ores, they would go to broken money because it wasn't working properly. Ben Baressa fixed it, and all high ores would be worth 0, nada, nothing. And Ben Baressa fixed it again, and I just tested it real quickly with my Gargantuan mine, which I also like glitch. Look at this, boom, that's right. Like, this one, it's right over there, but it's not over there. I don't know how it's over there, but it's not over there. So the problem now is the ores that are worth more than a quadrillion will get no multipliers at all. So all the ores worth more than 1 quadrillion will stay the same. Look at this, 10 sextillion, and now it's still 10 sextillion. So the problem with the Ancient Temple is that all ores worth more than 1 quadrillion get no multipliers at all. So I thought Baressa actually fixed it, but I just tested it and it's still not working. All ores, well, if the ores worth less than 1 quadrillion, it will work, but high likely if you use this item, your ores worth more than 1 QD, so it won't work, which is a terrible thing. Like, 1 QD, that's like nothing. So I get why people voted the Ancient Temple. You can just not use it. At least the other items were working, the solar flare, stuff like that. This one literally does nothing. Multiplying ores by 1 time. That's like, it does nothing at all. So the Ancient Temple, the second most hated item on Miner 7, and I also hate it. Come on, Baressa, please fix it before adding new items. Please just fix the current bugs and glitches and everything before adding new stuff. So the Ancient Temple, second most hated item on Miner 7. So on the first spot, we got my old best friend. I even made a review of his brother, the Massive Diamond Drill. We got the Massive Diamond Mine. That's right, everybody that gets it on their first life, second life, or third life is gonna be like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna quit Miner 7. I'm gonna go back to Minecraft. I'm done. Completely done. Minecraft, here I come. Like, everybody that gets the Massive Diamond Mine will be like that, because this item, it's just so bad. So there's not just one problem. Like the others, they just had 1 or 2 problems, but this one, it is just one massive failure. So the first problem is it barely drops any ores. Like, you gotta wait like 15 seconds or so before it drops its next ore. That is like a long, huge wait time. And the second problem is the ores are barely worth anything at all. Look at this, ores incoming. Come on, look at this. The first problem. Ores incoming, only 750,000. That's the second problem. The ores are only worth 750,000. That's just terrible. It is terrible. It's horrible. It's like nothing. 750k. It is nothing. So, like, that's the second problem. The ores are worth nothing. And the third problem is that the ores are just huge. The ores, they are just so big that you cannot use a lot of upgrade. For example, the lightning bolt refiner, you can just not use this one, and also a ton of other upgraders, you cannot use them with those big ores, because the ores, they will just get stuck because they are too massive. So again, first, you gotta wait ages for it to drop ores. Secondly, the ores are worth like nothing at all. And third, the ores, they're so big that they won't fit through a lot of upgraders. So this massive diamond mine, it's the most hated item, and I completely agree with this. I couldn't agree more with you guys about this #1 most hated item on Miners Heaven. The massive diamond mine, although Bereza buffed it like 3 times, it is still trashy, it is still terrible. Yeah, of course, I'm like, yeah, a lot of people know that I'm using this in my setup, but I could also use like the Newtonium Excavator or any of that other mines that got big ores. I just use it because it's in my inventory. It is simple, but like overall, for most 99.99% of the people, this is just a terrible mine. It just, you cannot use it. Like overall, most of the people, they cannot use it, and they won't use it because it's gonna be useless in the setup you are going to use. You can also not use a big Berta or any of that stuff. So that was the top 5 most hated items all Miners Heaven. Again, at the first spot we got the timeless enhancement. At the second, at the 5th spot, excuse me, at the 5th spot we got a timeless enhancement. At the 4th spot we got the solar flare. Here we go. At the 3rd spot we got the Scorpium Mine. At the 2nd spot we got the ancient temple, and the most hated item is still the massive diamond mine. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash the like button. If you don't agree with this top 5 most hated item, please let me know in the comment section below what item you hate the most. I'm curious, what item do you hate the most? And I'll see you on my next video. See ya.